What the Crust? Hey, I'm Shiloh from What the Crust Wednesday, and you're watching the EXO Show. What the crust is that? How's it going, my huggers and kissers? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking at Druski almost getting canceled because he called a little kid at Thanksgiving fat. This kid literally looks like Kick Butowski, and people are trying to cancel Druski for calling him out at the fact that this kid is huge. This kid's huge. Now, to preface this was during Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 2.0, right? He did announce that his Mafiathon was going to happen, and during the Mafiathon, there was a Thanksgiving dinner because it went on during Thanksgiving. And with that being said, when Druski was at the dinner table with this little kid or whatever, they were playing a family, and this family was the I forgot the name, but I think like Wednesday or something like that is like the family that is supposed to be portrayed. Like Jenna Ortega's, like she plays like one of the characters or something like that, right? I forgot the name of the family. Essentially they're like a creepy family, and this Teletubby built kid is at the dinner table, and he's playing one of the characters, and they're just at the table, just, you know, doing performance. The other family, they're like a kid, or they're like a weird strange family. They're like a deranged family. Like that's what this series is. And they're like gothy looking, horror looking type of people, very gaunty vibes. And so Druski was kind of like going crazy at the table, you know, Druski being a very animated character, doing his thing. And then when when he looked over to the fat kid, he brought the fat kid into the mix, and he basically said something like, "That fat kid over there," or something like that, right? And so obviously the kid, it's a kid, so the kid's not gonna like take that very lightly. And the kid started crying. And so after this all transpired, the mother and the kid actually went to TikTok or Instagram or something like that, and she issued a response that Druski basically bullied her kid, which he didn't bully his kid, but I mean, did he lie? But did he lie? And so we're gonna look at the video and you know, rate it for ourselves and see what happened, but it was not too good, I'll tell you that.
What's your name, little nigga? Not you, nigga. I'm talking about the little fat nigga. Yo, y'all been saying that to me all fucking night.
Yo.
Everybody call me the fat nigga all night, but I can't call the other little fat nigga the little fat nigga. Man, y'all niggas been fuck out of here, nigga.
No, what are you doing? You're crying, bro. He's genuinely making the kid cry, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
They might put something in your food.
That shit whack, bro. But that's what I'm saying. But y'all niggas want me.
This shit reminds me of like the uncle at the get together, the family reunion, like the family who always be a show out. Oh, like, oh, chill out. You had one too many drinks. That's exactly what this shit reminds me of. Oh my gosh, bro. He said I gave some Chips Ahoy, some Cheez-Its.
What is wrong with you, you stupid ass dumbass? Oh, come here. Some juice. What the fuck just happened, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? He's not a kid. He's a fucking kid.
You right. He's a kid. He's a kid.
He's a kid, bro.
No, you right. I'm sorry. I got a couple drinks here, but that ain't no excuse, bro. For real. Like, I'm a bigger dude, you a bigger dude. We on the same page, and like, I really do apologize. I understand. We got the same mindset. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, getting excited in here. You know what I mean?
Too excited.
What's your name? Joseph. You're a good dude, Joe.
Shout out Joseph.
I got a cousin named JoJo. Yeah. Cool.
Right, and so after this, the mother went to somewhere, right? She made a video somewhere, maybe Instagram or something, and she issued a response to Druski, basically bullying her son live on camera. She basically was saying that Druski was bullying her son, but she also insulted Druski, which I don't think was that much of like, you kind of stooped down to their level once you started insulting back. But let's look at it.
This is my little boy that was at Kai Cenat's house last night.
Hello. So I was sitting there, you know, in character because, well, I'm supposed to be Pugsley from the Addams Family, so we mostly don't talk. Then he insulted me, Druski. Druski insulted me multiple times. And if you check on the YouTube video, they cut it out. You can only see me hugging LeBron James Jr. and Kai Cenat.
So with that, They wouldn't let me get my son. Security would block me.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into and the mother starts yapping. First of all, this kid's fat. Let's say it, he's fat. If I'm the mother, right? What I would do, right, is I would finesse him, right? And I would finesse him to a sport. I would finesse him to a sport by, I don't know what games this kid plays, right? But what I would do is I would finesse him to a sport to be like, oh, you be on the game all day, right? Because you know he's just not on the game all day, right? I'd finesse him into like a FIFA, of some sort of sport game. And then I'd condition him into trying to pick up a ball, maybe a soccer ball, football, tennis ball, any sport, right? And then in school, I try to maneuver him into some sort of curriculum where he'd play a sport. Because I think a lot of times with people with losing weight is, it's not that they don't want to lose weight. It's not that sometimes, well, obviously they have like, you could have like genetic or like a disorder or something that can stop you from that. Even if it's mental, not even just always like about your fat makeup, but it's also a lot of things where it's like you just can't get things done because you're distracted, etc. Right? So if I'm this kid, or if I'm the mother, sorry, I would push him into a sport. But and why I say a sport and not like weightlifting stuff is a lot of people are not weightlifters. They don't like weightlifting. It's not good. It's not great. Nobody likes weightlifting. Some people like weightlifting, but it's very like subset of people. I think that a sport though, you can have fun in while exercising. So it doesn't feel like you're exercising, but you're still burning. You're still in cardio. You're still burning fat. You're still losing the weight. And so I think stuff like that is ultimately the easiest way to try to get somebody to lose weight, is like having fun while also losing. I think Just Dance was also, hey, get him on Just Dance. Get this kid on Just Dance. Just Dance is a workout. I've been on stream multiple times doing Just Dance. It's a whole workout. You don't think, you may think that it's not, it is. And so, you know, get him in the curriculum. I would say this to any parent who's dealing with like an obese child, is just get them in any fun curriculum. It doesn't even have to be like dreadful. A fun curriculum like fucking football, soccer, fucking swimming. Swimming's one of the only sports that makes you use all of your muscle. Like you burn so many you don't even realize it. Like swimming, you use every single muscle in your body to swim. It's one of the best, you know, and you don't even realize it though. That's the thing. Like stuff like that, like shit, take him to the beach, get him out in the sun, like have him swim in the water for hours a day. It genuinely helps you, regardless.
In charge of,
let's see her justify her Tollywad size kid.
Was supposed to go on was saying that my son was crying because he didn't get no food, which was a lie. A older person, Druski,
yep,
was physically and mentally assaulting my son.
Yep.
Calling my son a fat ass nigger, whatever he was saying.
But did he lie though? Did he lie? He didn't lie. Did he lie though? Bro, and the problem is she's raising a bitch, right? And the reason she's raising the bitch is because it's either you're fat and you gotta take it, or you go and you put in the work to lose the weight. I'm sorry. Now he could have a condition, right? There could be some factors, but more than likely he's just a fat ass kid. And the problem is with with the nature and the nurture of a kid this fat, a lot of times they don't end up having the motivation to lose it, and then their whole life they're just big boned, is what it is. And so she's raising a
big
fat
ass silverback gorilla. He had no business.
Whoa! And then she goes and she calls Druski a big silverback gorilla. Like, whoa! What are we doing? What is that? Why are we attacking? We're on the front line, attacking like for what, bro?
You know, like this. My son was there to do a job for acting, and that was not a part of it.
Okay,
so
but he should be able to take it, right?
No,
actors got to go to do a lot more.
We were watching that they wouldn't let me get to my son, and once our son came out crying and told us everything, my husband called out Druski, and Druski wouldn't come outside. Then 10 securities came. We got our stuff and we left. I cried with my son in the car because they were holding this from me, and they let this happen to my son.
Okay, if they held her son captive, now she's in the right to be a little bit frustrated, right? Because if you want your son, you want your fucking son, right? The Druski's comments are a bit you know, it is what it is, bro. Like that kid's fat as fuck. Let's be honest, bro. Like kid's fat as fuck. Like kid can barely even fucking hug. He could barely hug. He was hugging, but it was like that. Like his arms were barely even wrapping around. That's bad. And he's only, how old is this kid? This kid can only be 8. Like when you're 8 and you're hugging funny, there's just, you shouldn't be hugging funny. Like the way he hugged, it just looked funny because he's just so tubby. When you're 8 years old, you shouldn't not, I don't know how old he is, but when you're that young, bro, you should not be hugging funny. This nigga got a funny ass hug. This J got a funny ass hug, bro. I'm weak as he got a funny ass hug. Dude, that is funny, bro. Okay, let's look at the rest of this.
And it's really damaged.
By the way, she just calls him a silverback gorilla, like BLM, bro.
Should put their child in this situation. I don't think anybody should have their kids around drunk men.
Yeah, she did.
Which is something that they didn't.
What? They broke the law.
Oh, they also broke the child permit laws. Very unprofessional. We love Kai Cenat. We worked with him before, but ladies and gentlemen, no. Druski, you are not it. You are not.
Oh my gosh, get me out. You're not it. So cringe.
Kai Cenat.
But let me tell you something. That's a bitch ass kid. Okay, let's just be honest. He's a baby. He's a tollywad ass fat kid. Like, this is what it is. Her to attack Druski, I guess is warranted because, you know, she did it. He did it. Right? They're getting a lick back, right? You attack the son, right? Where you get back. Druski was out of pocket, right? He was going a little bit crazy. But then it's also like, you should be understanding where you're putting your kid, right? Like, you should understand where you're putting your kid. It's not up to them. Once you're in that setting, you're in the setting. You should be you should be able to extend the stakes, right? Like, and it's a comment that is true, right? And sometimes, bro, bullying works. Hey, you can get mad all you want. Bullying works. Bullying can get somebody to understand, because a lot of times you need these reminders to understand, like, yeah, I am dog shit at what I do, or yeah, I am ass, or yeah, I am fat as fuck, or yeah, I am, and it helps you refine yourself into a better character. It's just, if you can't take the bullying, you might end up Hannah Baking yourself. You might end up max majoring yourself live. But it's one of those things where it's like, she's kind of raising a bitch. And what I mean is, he's just gonna, he can't take simple comments that are true. And then it's like, he's just too weak to even get into the gist of wanting to work out. He's too bitch made. Because if he goes to school, imagine what at school, because if that's just a comment from Druski, imagine what happens when he gets to school. And the thing is, he knows he's fat. He's aware of it, because that's why he's crying. He knows it. So her and her father should go to some extent to try to get him into a curriculum that can get him to drop weight. Like, word, it just is what it is. He's just too big. Like, there's nothing wrong with him wanting to nurture a child and be, you know, a loving mother. But then it gets to the point where, if people are making true statements and articulate what your son is doing wrong and why he's fat and why that's a bad thing, then you can't hold that. You can't start insulting people. I mean, you can. You're entitled to an opinion, but it doesn't make any sense, because you yourself and your kid, or not yourself, but your kid is fat as fuck, and we're bringing up that your kid's fat as fuck. He needs to lose some fucking weight, and it's not good. And there's no universe where it's promoting a home healthy mindset is good. It's the same thing, right, with the Costco guys. I'm sorry, but I don't like the Rizzler, and it's not that I have anything against the Rizzler. I hate the fact that the Rizzler is a popular thing, because what it is that other countries look at America and they look at the Rizzler and they say, this is what Americans are. Fat people. This is what they think of us. They think we're fat. They think we're gross and slobby, right? And to a certain extent we are, but it's not good to just promote it, right? It just makes it worse. So now you got a bunch of fat ass kids walking around thinking that being fat is cool, and it's not. It's literally like Wall-E. Like, bro, get these kids to drop some freaking weight, man. These kids to drop some weight. It's not just dystopian, whatever. Like, get these kids to drop some fucking weight, man. But with that being said, man, hopefully these kids learn how to fucking lose some weight. Get into a sport is what it is, okay? And with that being said, that's gonna wrap us over today. So I'll see y'all when you drop the weight. Peace.